And welcome back to Music Free Gaming and my first ever live reaction to a Minecraft Live. This is going to be all sorts of fun and excitement. I need to finish up something real quick, but we should be good to go here in just a minute. All right, so let's jump over here. All right, and now we've got now if the sound is off, this is the pre-show for all of the things. So all right, I'm going to turn this on. And all right,
having these crazy new opportunities.
How is that sounding for all of you? Is that sounding okay?
I don't really know what I'd be doing now if I hadn't played the game.
Right. I'll turn it down for a minute. Okay. Is that sounding okay?
And I get
Doing
to
all
share that
right?
with my sons now too. They're starting to recognize
All right.
characters and
Let's-
mobs from inside.
I'm gonna
the
mute
game,
this for a
and
minute.
They love it.
All right. Now I've got the closed captions on because it'd be good to be able to see what's being said in case I again mute things. So hopefully this will be okay. I think. I mean, aside from the fact that for some reason, yeah, for some reason, I'm not seeing the chat here. We're okay. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit a button. Let's hope I don't accidentally break things. Okay. I think we're okay, but yeah. All right, so yeah, this is good. So we're gonna turn this down here a little bit. So this is going on in the background. Yeah, this will be cool. So right now we're going through. They're doing community stuff, right? This is right now they're looking at MCC, which is, you know, a special breed of fun, right? So this should be okay. We'll take a look, we'll see. It'll be fun, exciting. It'll be weird. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll we'll take a look. So but I'm excited. They've got some fun stuff, I think, coming up, which should be good, should be exciting, should be something. Who knows? Who knows? But we're going to, we're definitely going to see something, right? Something is going to happen. So unfortunately, for some reason, my chat in OBS is not doing what I need it to do. So that's okay. I've got other chat up. We should be fine. Right? Yes. Okay. All right. But we got 5 minutes to the show starts. So if you're out there, what fun and exciting things are you looking forward to in this happy day, right? This joy of fun in Minecraft. Hopefully good stuff, right? Hopefully. And that's always a nice thing when fun stuff happens, right? All right. No, sorry, I had something come up at work just as I was going live. So, just trying to catch up with that just a little bit. Just to make sure this is... But let's see. What else? I know we've got a couple things because Mojang, I don't know if it's a leak, but they kind of did leak the deal. What did they leak? It was the like a new mob potentially through a mask or something that's in that you can get for watching on Twitch. So, you know, that's a thing, I guess.
Minecraft Live is now minutes away.
So, you know, we could be getting a new mob. I did hear rumors of potentially some new trees, so that could be fun. I don't know. We'll see. Things are apparently we got like 3 more minutes for me to just, I don't know, fill random space. But yes, I'm excited to see what's gonna come up. Oh look, Hermitcraft. I recognize Zombie Cleo. But I have to admit, some of this stuff does look kind of cool. You know, Lego and Minecraft, of course, go together like peas and carrots, but of course I say that. I don't particularly like peas and carrots, so maybe I'm just weird. But, anyway, they didn't ask me for any of my stuff, so, you know, it's just not surprising. I'm not these types of builders, you know? But he's okay. Oh, yes. Some of the, guess the builds? That's... Oh, yes, of course, Mumbo. Gotta have Mumbo. No, that looked like a create mod disaster. Oh yeah, no, that doesn't look like a good thing to have. I've had that happen on occasion. Oh, let's just drop right. Oh, Ancient City, that's bad. So, it's always nice when you get your water bucket clutch, right? Yes, of course, one-shotting your warden. That was hilarious, watching Pearl and Tango do that live on stream to one-shot a warden with a mace. That was fun. So, okay, well, let's I don't know what's good, but I'm hoping for some more building blocks. I'd love to see some more actual blue and or green. But okay. But yeah, something, right? Because I think we need more. I think we need more blue. I think we need more green blocks that we can actually build with in Minecraft. But oh, that was decked out. All right, it's nice to see a little decked out showing up in the. Whoops. It's nice to see a little decked out showing up. I thought that was woefully neglected in the last Minecraft Live community thing. All right. Now. All right. So here we go. This should be actual Minecraft Live. Now they are going to show us game footage. Okay, this is, as I say, in progress. And hopefully the audio is okay for you. So let me know if it gets too loud. I'm mixing live, so I have no idea. Okay.
Welcome to Minecraft Live 2024.
Okay,
We're
yep.
coming to you from the home
Minecraft
of
is good.
here at our office in Stockholm, Sweden.
Right, which is different from other Minecraft Lives which they've done, I think, from Redmond. You know, so something to keep in mind here is this is going to be a smaller show from what they've done in the past. So
never before seen game drop, inside info
right.
directly from our team, and
So
a sneak peek into the wider world of Minecraft.
now they did already say
including
they were.
some exclusive insight into our upcoming movie.
Oh yeah,
Everything
movie.
we'll show you for vanilla Minecraft is coming very soon.
They did say there was
In
going to be a new
fact,
drop
you'll be
coming out of this,
playing
so
in the next few months.
this could be fun.
The community has always been at the heart of Minecraft. Your creativity and passion for 15 years and counting
Yeah,
inspires us to create.
the Minecraft community
inside
is
and
awesome.
outside of our games. Thinking back to those early days, even the official
So-
Minecraft game trailer was made by the community.
That I was not
When I
aware
first
of, but
started playing Minecraft in 2010.
I wasn't in the
this
Minecraft that
wonderful
earlier,
Community made video was one of the first things I ever saw about the game.
so you know,
Whenever I
we'll see.
rewatch it, I think back to my first moments playing and how this game
Now-
has changed so many lives, including mine.
I'm hoping there's some.
Let's go to a place where
Fun.
everything is made of blocks.
Oh, the first official Minecraft
The only
trailer.
limit
Okay.
is your imagination.
Again, I have not seen this
Let's go
before. I don't think
Wherever you want to go.
from way
Climb
back
the
in the
tallest
day.
mountains. Venture down to the
The-
darkest caves.
Tallest mountains. They've gotten so much better
Build
with
anything
caves
you
and
want.
cliffs,
Day or night, rain or shine.
and of course, yes.
Because this is
the-
the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in.
Ah,
Build a
yes. It's
majestic
interesting
castle.
seeing the updated
Invent a new
textures.
machine, or take a ride on a roller coaster. Play with friends. Build
But,
your own little community. Protect
yeah, 'cause
yourself
look at
with
the-
strongest armor that you can craft.
Oh, right. There's no crafting
Fight off
book,
the
right? It's all that
dangers of the night.
stuff.
No one can tell you what you can or cannot do. With no rules to follow.
No one can tell you what you can't do, except for that creeper who will blow you up and say, "No, you can't be here." I'm a little.
That trailer really brings
Alright.
back memories. We come so far and yet
Hello,
Minecraft
Jens.
is still the same game we all love. We have now celebrated Minecraft's 15-year anniversary, and it's been an incredible year.
It was weird. I
Key
realized
highlights are the Tricky Trials
I've
update,
actually been playing
Minecraft
Minecraft for like
Summer
half that
Celebration,
time,
and Ender Cup
which is a little bit
Championships.
surprising.
I started working on Minecraft and Minecraft-related projects nearly 14
It is
years
seeing all the love.
At first,
good
I
seeing
was
all the love for, like,
back when modding
MCC.
small apartment
You know,
tournaments
they're
here
not
in
allowed to
Stockholm.
call it the
Now I'm
Minecraft
the
Championship
chief creative
for
officer,
trademark,
and I try my
but
best
it is
to
cool
follow
seeing
rules to create
how
a
much
great
love
Minecraft
MCC has been
experience.
getting lately, both from Mojang, from Twitch,
The world
and
of
all
Minecraft
that
is
stuff.
Still growing in many ways, and you might wonder how it's possible for us to explore so many stories and interpretations of the universe. The truth is that you,
So,
our community,
Turn that down. I
been
think
doing
I'm.
this since the beginning. Every player has their own story to tell and their own take
Okay.
on what Minecraft is.
Hang
We
on.
take
Sorry, as I'm
inspiration
trying to
from
get
that
the
creativity when
trying to
we
get the
use
levels right.
Minecraft Dungeons told the story of the Arch Illager, and Minecraft Legends went back in
See,
time.
honestly,
and
I think
revealed
Minecraft
the battle
Legends-
with a piglin invasion.
Sorry, I think Minecraft Legends is going to be the basic story for the Minecraft movie,
Beyond our game,
but
and exploring
we'll
more
see.
interpretations of what Minecraft can be. Soon we'll get to see the world of Minecraft brought to life on the big screen thanks to our upcoming film, a Minecraft movie. I had the opportunity to travel all the way to New Zealand
But
and
I-
finally see the production first.
I'm hopeful for the Minecraft
One
movie.
example of how Minecraft is growing in
I'm
entertainment,
hopeful.
but
I'm
at the
not
heart of it all is still the
convinced it's going to be
game. The teams
fabulous,
working
but
on Minecraft are ambitious and want to create the best tools and technologies.
it could be
that will help
fun.
us
I mean, I
and
don't like
creators
Jack
to
Black
make more
much,
Minecraft stories.
or at least his brand of comedy, but it could be fun.
The core vanilla gameplay team did a tremendous job with Tricky Trials. Now we're planning to have a change of pace in terms of releasing new features. Earlier
Okay.
this year, they released the Armored Paws drop, which included the Armadillo and new Wolf variants.
Right.
And the ambition is to continue to drop more feature nuggets more frequently.
Right,
These
which
more
is
regular
good for
updates will
Minecraft.
replace the yearly summer
I think it's
update that you might be
Rough for servers.
This will also allow us to consider long-term improvements to ensure we can build Minecraft for the long run.
Yeah,
When we
the
expand into new areas, our primary creative principle is that it starts with vanilla.
starts well.
Because,
Good.
just as the trailer you saw, that is what brought us here, and it's still our favorite game for 15 years and counting. You can rely on us that our dedication will last another 15 and more.
Which would be great. I'd love to be playing Minecraft for another 15 or 30 years. You know, I love Minecraft, so, you know. Okay.
Hello
Oh,
everyone.
Agnes
I
is
hope
always
you all
fun.
Are well. As Jens mentioned, we in the core game team are working on drops, and today we are excited to show you 2 of them that we have been working on.
2 drops.
And both of them
Okay.
will release within the next few months. A little bit later in the show,
Okay.
we will, for the first
Dropping
time,
soon.
show you a
It's
completely
good.
new drop that adds a new biome with its own
Ooh.
unique
A new
move.
biome.
But before that, we would love
Nice,
to start
nice.
with our next drop. It's a
Okay.
combination of 2 things many of you have been wishing for.
Right.
It's hardcore mode in Bedrock and bundles. And we call it Bundles of Bravery.
Okay,
And
that
we have 2 amazing
that sounds like a
clever
Bedrock
team
only
members
drop.
that we'll show.
Well, I guess Java's getting bundles officially now. But I mean, hardcore mode is fun. I said I'm thinking of
Hardcore
starting
mode
up a new
is your
Bedrock
traditional
series
Minecraft
or new
experience,
hardcore
except
series.
with
So
one life to live. Playing hardcore mode brings back that feeling of the first time that you play
right,
Minecraft.
it's
Because
it's actually
everything
cool
is
to be bringing
dangerous.
hardcore
Now
to
your entire
Bedrock,
playthrough,
which is
everything dangerous all
why
the
wasn't it
time.
there?
And
I guess
that
I
adds to the level
I
of
guess I
excitement
kind of
that
know
you
why it wasn't
you
there,
have
but
for everything
it's
that you do.
it's nice that it's
New,
showing up
everything is
now.
scarier because you can't afford to make any of those mistakes. In Java and
Okay.
in Bedrock, we have a very different menu experience for getting into hardcore mode. So in Bedrock, we have this nice little toggle that you flip that says, I want to play this in hardcore mode.
I would,
But
yeah.
my favorite part is that in the corner where you have your little image of your world that you're about to join, a little outline appears, and then the hardcore heart like starts to pulse there.
That
So you
seems
really know that you have
surprisingly
a very
subtle.
difficult experience in front of you.
I could see that.
When you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, you get into a routine, and you
Okay,
do things
okay.
on the regular that are just very normal for you. When you play
Well-
hardcore mode, you have to break that routine
So-
and create an entirely new way to play
Yeah,
that is maybe a little bit more risk averse.
yeah.
that you
Hardcore
don't
is
play very often,
is
just
fun,
short bursts,
but
you're
yeah, it can
very
be
in the
sometimes a
zone.
little hard to
It's
say,
always
do I
gonna be
want to
unique. It's
actually
very
dedicate
different.
time to this when I could
That
just lose
one
it
life
tomorrow?
live changes the entire way that you play.
Yeah. No, I would not
We're super excited
water
for you to
bucket
try
clutch
Hardcore
in
Mode,
hardcore.
and maybe you'll feel a little
Not
safer
intentionally,
being able to bring
anyway.
those extra items with you in the new bundles.
I do want to spend some time playing with new bundles in an actual live game. Not that we have bundles on Tinker World, but they're the older design, and I want to see what the I want to actively play with the new new thing.
Today, if you dig that same tunnel, you're going to get a lot of different blocks. Even if it's only 64 blocks in total, they're going to take a lot of inventory slots because they don't stack together.
Yeah, I think what was
A
it?
bundle lets you pack those
What was it?
items
Was it
together,
Pix
reclaim that
or
space,
Rendog? Maybe was
and have an
talking about
inventory that feels like it did back in the
was
early
talking about
days of
mining with
Minecraft.
bundles, and oh yeah, you just keep
When we first came up with the idea for the
you
bundle, we
keep
wanted to
like
make sure it was
loose
actually going to be useful.
gems in the
So we
bundle,
watched a whole
or
lot of
maybe just the
streams of
blocks.
players playing survival Minecraft.
Yeah,
We waited until they opened their inventory and then we took a screenshot. Then we went through all these screenshots and we said, what could this player do if they had a bundle? What we found is that most people would be able to free up 8 inventory slots or more. Which
right.
gave them a lot of room to carry more.
Yeah,
of
because
anything
you
they
can condense like the ore items, like iron
wanted. The main
ore, gold
advantage
ore,
of using a bundle is that you
into
can go out
blocks.
for longer. If you're going out on your first adventure,
Right, which is nice.
You can pack things into a bundle and have a lot more space in your inventory before it fills up and you have to come home again.
Right.
There are a lot of creative ways to use bundles as well. You could create a gift for your friend.
I like Pixel Riff's idea of using a bundle as here's my portable base, right? It's got a crafting table, a
little bag is just kind of inherent.
stone cutter, a furnace, an ender chest.
Breaking news!
Okay.
Interrupt this Minecraft live broadcast for a special report. There's been a monster sighting. Here's villager number 9. Thanks number 5. Villager number 15 here says there's a monstrous creature right there in those woods. So,
Okay.
number 15, have you ever lied on the news before? What? I'm not lying. I was with my group and the monster, it got all of them. They're all gone. Maybe
I would-
they just don't like you.
15's a
You know,
nitwit.
all the lies. What? That's ridiculous. I'm all right to put an end to these clear fabrications. Gonna go into the spooky forest and prove there's no monster.
Oh, they're having it.
Oh, you're heading into the woods.
Oh, that's a witch. Yep.
Very well. But I must warn you. Those who enter there never return.
A Dark Forest specific mob? That could be really cool.
No, no, this is just the entrance, darling. The exit's over there.
Okay, that's fair.
Come on. Everybody keep their eyes peeled for monsters. Of course, we know there's no such thing. What about zombies? Skeletons?
And Steve, yeah.
What did it look like? I couldn't see it clearly. It was behind a tree. Convenient. Hey, wait.
Oh.
Does anyone feel like we're being watched? I hope so. We need the ratings.
Okay, fair. Very fair.
Hey, what?
All right.
The crunching. I'd say it was more of a crunching. Hey, wait. Where's villager number 31? Is that XP? The monster got him! Oh, no, it's happening
You don't get XP for killing villagers, though.
No, that could have been anybody's XP. And emeralds. And sign that says, I'm villager number 31, help me, I'm being attacked by a monster. It's circumstantial at best.
Yeah, totally. This is really cute, by the way.
Alright, well, I'm convinced. Let's keep going. I thought he said there were monsters. Yeah, where's the monster? Alright, we've been here for a while and we haven't seen any monster. Yeah, we're
Okay.
our way back. Which way was that again? Oh no, we're lost! No,
Oh yeah, no, this is 100% villager behavior.
Where's villager number 47?
They will just wander off.
Maybe there is a monster. There's no monster. Who said that?
Nope, dead cleric.
It's gonna get us. Villager number 5. It appears that a wave of hysteria has afflicted the group. Stand by the notion that there are no monsters in the woods. But the cameraman and I are going to run away now for unrelated reasons.
Nope, that's fair. No, villagers are just
What's behind that
idiots. Idiots. They have no sense of self-preservation at all.
Oh no, villager number 9! Villager number 9, are you there? Is anybody there?
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, here it comes. Or not.
I guess we'll never know what caused this tragic chain of events.
I know, it's so
It
sad.
definitely wasn't a monster. Well,
All right.
Sorry for interrupting the show. Now back to Minecraft Live.
Okay. That was actually really cute. And to be fair, what we're not seeing is a lot of Voo-Booey, which makes me very happy.
It's been a long time
Okay.
since I first announced our Minecraft movie. We've taken our time to assemble an
I say that
incredible
and he
team
shows up.
and to create an original, fun-filled tale.
But he's
for
not
the
the
Minecraft universe.
the really cringe
From us
version
at
of
Mojang,
Voo-Booey.
Our partners at Warner Brothers and Legendary, our talented director Jared Hess, and some amazing content creators.
Yeah,
We're bringing
so
Minecraft to the big screen in a way you've never seen.
unsurprising. I would.
All with the goal of authentically capturing the spirit of Minecraft by working with
The video
people
says
who
it's private.
play,
It does say it's
love,
private.
and care about the game as much as you.
I have been
Let's hear from some fellow Minecrafters and take a closer look
Public.
at how we made this film.
no wonder nobody's watching. Okay. All right. So here, there we go. Much better.
For Mojang. I'm Jared Hess, the director of a Minecraft movie. We're super excited
Okay.
to share some exclusive
Okay,
information
okay.
about how we made this movie.
Man, to be able to celebrate that fun,
See,
amazing.
this is what I get for doing things in a hurry.
It was just like a dream come true.
We first started talking about making a movie over a decade ago. We really wanted to honor the world. And then spending like 3
All right.
months in
Also,
New Zealand on
getting
set,
interrupted
we
by
really took the journey.
by
We
work
thought a
thing.
lot about what kind of movie to do, and we chose live action because it's not something that's been seen before on this scale.
Creators have made.
I'm actually
such
interested.
amazing
It's actually interesting to see
stories
how
and short films and content in the animation space, and it was like
how
this
much
is the
Mojang
chance
is
for us
actually
to
involved
film
in
to do
this.
something different.
And also kind of wish fulfillment, because I always wondered, like, what
Yeah,
would
hooray!
inside the Minecraft world? Like, how would I?
It's all right.
survive?
They didn't announce much.
Would I survive at all?
The idea
So
of
they've announced a
human
couple
beings
of
that are actually
drops.
going into this cubic dimension of
So
the
you,
overworld,
so you can
and
do
how those characters are engaging
bed,
in that space, and it just seemed like
hardcore
so much
and
fun.
bedrock and that type of thing.
Everything is cubic. Like everything is blocks.
We had just an absolutely amazing crew of talented artists.
That looked like a netherite sword.
Major, who was the production designer for the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. We also are working with Weta. And they
Yeah,
all
the
have
Villager
their
News
own
bit was
personal
really fun.
relationship with the
Yeah.
game.
So when they started
Also-
designing and drawing, it just really
Let me know too about how the volume is going on the
what I like
on
about
the
what
stream.
you did is that the choices you make,
'Cause
they support the story.
I
of the
can't
character.
Part of
quite
it is
hear what the
because
stream is doing.
Just like every Minecrafter, every player, they bring their own original story to what they're doing. It's very intentional that this movie is called a Minecraft movie as opposed to the Minecraft movie. We
Yes,
have
okay.
An ensemble of characters, these unlikely misfits.
Yeah,
that
the sets do look
thrown
like fun.
into this adventure into the overworld, and we experienced
Set-
a lot of that through one of our characters named Henry, who's
I'm
a
not
young man going through a tough time. in his
Totally
life, and
convinced
he
about the
literally
live action
had to
characters.
survive.
You know, I saw
But-
on the page and I was like reading the script, like, oh wait, he's like, you know, a young kid hanging in his room, like building and making stuff. But that's what he
Yeah.
is. He's like a maker and he's a creator.
Yeah, and I do
Such
have
a
the
big
volume
part
down a
of
little bit
Minecraft has
so that I can
been
talk
the
over it
creator
without being
community and modding.
too bad.
So we thought that the Henry character could.
But that's also why I left the closed captions
basically
on.
the modder, the person who takes the vanilla game and tweaks it and adjusts it, and then he comes into the Minecraft world and he meets Steve, and Steve knows everything.
He
about
modded
vanilla.
himself into Minecraft.
We've always said that Steve
Great.
isn't really a character. Like Steve is what you make him, right?
Yeah.
And we've all embodied Steve and been Steve and done different things. So our Steve in this movie is Jack Black.
Right.
He's such a huge fan of the game. After a long day of shooting, he was up until the wee hours of the night playing. And it was so funny because he would show up and be like, oh, dude, Hesmo, we got to try this thing, dude. You know, some build that he did or something.
For some
gnarly
reason,
that
I don't
happened to
see
him. He just loves the
Jack
idea that
Black
he's
as a
able to bring
Minecrafter,
his
but okay.
version of Steve to life. Play it from the top one more time.
Figuring out crafting was super fun. When the game came out, there wasn't a recipe book, and people were like, "Wait, what happens if I put these things like that?" When Garrett's character and these new characters come into the world, they don't know the recipes, they don't know what to do.
The Jason Momoa character, Garrett, is a guy that was like a world championship video gamer in the late 1980s. And he kind of peaked then, but he's still stuck in the past. He's got a little bit of arrested development. He's holding
Just
on
like
to that
Jason
former
Momoa
glory.
in real life. Or
We're
wait.
going to show you a short scene that shows Henry and Garrett.
That was
and
mean.
Steve.
I
Steve is kind of
apologize.
demonstrating his skills, and then Garrett tries to demonstrate his skills.
Yeah, and Garrett's the noob.
This is a crafting table.
Right.
Here's how it works.
This is what you make
Place
a dozen
these
of
elements
accidentally.
in different patterns, and you got yourself a sweet blade.
Okay, you know.
You want to see a blade? I'll show you a blade.
Congrats on crafting an iron sword.
Hammer.
That's not a blade. Yep.
That's okay, bud. Buckets are useful here.
When we were designing crafting and talking about what should it look like, we basically started at the crafting table itself.
That is
We
in
looked
fact
at
epic
the crafting
hair,
table, we
yeah.
looked at the in-game texture, and it has this like super pixelated picture of like a hammer and a saw there on the side. So obviously that was built into the real-world crafting.
I don't know,
table.
I'm hit or
So we
miss
took
on
this
Momoa.
hammer and
I
we
liked him in
figured we honored
Aquaman,
the 3
but-
by 3 grid perfectly, and
I don't
thought
know.
it would be cool and kind of fun and gratifying.
He reminds me
to
too
give it a
much of
massive whack
some
and then have things appear.
jerks I had
Remember when we
I knew
were
in high
trying
school.
to figure out the size of the block that you break itself. Like when Steve holds a block, it's like this big, and there we actually found out that going 1 meter by 1 meter, which is like 3 feet by 3 feet,
Yeah, it
is
turns out
actually
they're-
too big.
Yeah,
So
no
we scaled it
kidding.
down, and the scale's like 60 centimeters cubed, which is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, and then in the background and maybe in the foreground, we sometimes scaled it down a little bit, but we would always honor powers of 2 because we're programmers and we like powers of 2.
We had to honor what you experience in the game, but also make it work for human scale for our different characters that are manipulating the environment
he's
and
got
the
a hoe.
world and throwing blocks and
Diamond
make
sword,
it
nice.
be practical for that, but still feel natural and organic to
I have to
what
admit,
people
this
experience. in the
actually
game
looks
and
really
feel
good.
authentic in that way. This has been so much fun talking about the movie, everything that's gone into making it, all of the ideas, the point of view, and we cannot wait to share this movie with the world.
Yeah, super excited.
See you in the overworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually looks Looks really good. Of course, that bee just scares me to death, but
Filmmakers
hey.
are still hard at work on a Minecraft movie and collaborating closely with us at Mojang, as well as listening
I don't blame
to
you,
the community
Snoopers.
to
I do
continue
not blame
to
you.
shape and craft the film in a way that's fresh and new,
That's-
but still authentic to the spirit of the game. Look for more exciting updates soon.
I like this chill version of Vubui versus the overly cringe version that we've been getting.
Do you want to adventure through Minecraft biomes in real life? You may have your chance with Minecraft Experience Villager Rescue, our first real-world
hope
immersive
this-
experience where you'll get to journey through a Minecraft adventure in real life.
I hope this experience goes better
Let's take a
than
behind-the-scenes look before
the,
it debuts in Dallas this October.
what was it, the Willy Wonka and
spawning in
the
cities
was there
near
a
you in the
Bridgerton
future.
one that they just did?
The premise
really
of
stupid.
Minecraft Experience.
But
first thing is authenticity. Our goal is to make sure that it is truly authentic for all of you folks.
Yeah.
The second thing is defining a new lens from which you can interact with the game, with the IP, with the brand.
You weren't gonna watch because it
This
was,
is the
it was
story
originally
of a
too
village
irritating.
attacked
Yeah.
by zombies, and it's your quest to go out and save them. We have 17-foot
So-
projection walls that we can interact with throughout, which allows us to do things like
Okay.
fight our mobs, chop down trees, collect those resources, everything that you
Oh,
do in
interesting.
the game, only this time you've stepped inside it.
That's kind of fun.
This is an experience where you're
All
going
right.
to
I mean, I wouldn't go, but-
and hear what it's like to be in Minecraft.
That looks like fun.
World premiere is in Dallas-Fort Worth, and then we'll see where we go. Head to the website and tell us where you want to see the Minecraft
But yeah, but Vubui is just he's
And
too
now
cringy.
it's time to reveal our completely new drop.
Okay.
Releasing in a few months.
In a few months, all
the
right.
team has been really excited about the idea of adding a new biome.
Okay.
And we created
I'm
one
excited.
with its own unique mood and identity.
All right. So what do we got?
During daytime, it's quiet. Like almost
like a
serene
haunted
in the new
forest,
Pale
almost?
Garden.
Pale Garden.
While you might
Ooh.
feel calm walking around in this forest,
That's a cool
there's
texture.
also an eerie mood. Something isn't quite right. Then, when
Let's-
darkness falls, you indeed feel another side of this place. Like the hanging
Check out-
moss shifts from being pretty to really spooky.
That
and
hanging
you
moss looks
realize
kinda
that you're
cool.
not alone. There's something lurking in the shadows.
And check out
So
those
everything
blocks in
about
the
this
ground
biome
too.
feels unfamiliar, and this is by design. We want you to feel a bit curious and scared. Like, what is this place? Why is it so different from everything else?
I mean, the
what
moss
we needed
is-
for the biome is to have like a low visibility, and we've created the pale hanging moss for this. This really inhibits like how much you
Huh.
can see and how far you can see, but you can still walk through it.
Yeah, that.
So
I
you're
like the
traversing
texture on
through
those
through the
trees,
forest
though.
and you're like trying to find everything, but you don't know what will be behind the hanging moss.
Yeah, it gives you kind of a strange feeling when you enter. It's unnaturally quiet and a feeling of something weird's going on here.
Check out the texture of those logs.
I really like the ambiance of the new biome. It invokes really those eerie and spooky feelings.
Notice that it
Eerie indeed.
I think it is
And
that white
turns
wood.
out there actually
And
is
notice that the
something
sky
lurking in
turned
the
white
shadows.
too, which was sort of
The
interesting.
creaking.
Well, that just looks creepy.
It's our first tree-like creature, and it's almost like it's camouflaging in the pale garden.
Oh.
And when it's dark at night, it's kind of hard to see it except those like emissive eyes.
Yeah,
well,
it
okay.
also interacts with those trees, which is super fun.
Yeah, there's a special new block that it has a connection to.
When you
Oh.
approach the creaking, you can actually realize that it doesn't take any damage, and when you try to hit it, it points you somewhere in the canopies. That's where
Oh.
basically the creaking heart is, and that's
Oh.
what controls the mob.
Interesting.
One of the main themes of the Pale Garden and
Yeah.
its inhabitants
It's not attacking
is that
them, though.
there's a lot of contrast from the rest of the world. So when we made the creaking, we also wanted it to feel unfamiliar
Like-
and different from other mobs, which is why we made it more asymmetric to really go on this point of like.
Oh,
being
I
different
see.
from
It's
everything
like
else.
it comes at you when
The
you're.
creaking doesn't exist on its own. It's
Oh.
more of like a puppet of the new block, the creaking heart.
So
Right.
the creaking heart.
So
and
it doesn't attack
creaking
while
puppet,
you're looking at it.
Really comes with a new combat challenge or combat mechanic, both in the way that you need to destroy the
Oh,
heart
weird.
to actually kill the creaking, and also of course that the creaking only moves when you look away.
So don't blink.
Okay.
I really like the sandboxiness of the creaking heart. So if I use Silk Touch, you obtain it and then you can place it anywhere you want in the Minecraft world.
Right.
So if you want to be as evil as the creaking heart itself, you can place it and make your friends really terrified.
Oh. That
to
could be
embrace
fun.
the quietness of Minecraft.
I wonder what the-
we
I wonder what
added
they drop.
ambient sounds for this biome that only plays during the night.
If they-
that comes
if
from
they
the
drop
blocks
string
that
or
surrounds you.
drop nothing. Huh.
That will make an even more creepier experience for the player. And to do that, you need to play with the silence and the contrast of the silence and the sounds.
I mean, I play with
So
without
to make
music, so
creaking,
that
I
helps.
gathered
I guess.
a lot of creaky stuff that will make creaky sounds.
Damage looks to be
Obviously,
about the size
biggest
of
thing would be to gather
zombies,
wood
right?
and twigs and stuff like that, dead leaves to get rustling and creaking. But I
So the
also
picking up string-
recorded
yeah.
salty sticks, the Swedish snack. I think it's Swedish. And one of the biggest part actually of the sound is my table creaking, dragging against the floor, and also a chair.
Okay, that's cool. Foley people are weird though. They'll pull
Also
sound from
recorded
everywhere, and it's
teeth.
awesome.
It sounds a bit like bones, maybe, when the mob is walking. So it's a
What do you mean by teeth? Oh, okay. So we wanted to make the biome very
Okay.
gray to give this very eerie feeling, right? And with this gray tones, a very fitting new wood set was going to be a white colored wood set. And
Right.
this is something that players have wanted for a long time.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm super
That
excited
looks
for
really
the pale
cool.
oak wood set, especially that in a lot of places people paint their fences white, for example, for a white picket fence, and that will be exciting for a lot of players to actually represent themselves.
And then we also have like the hanging moss.
That
and you can
does
go
look
with
really
it, so
cool,
it's
though.
renewable. So I think like just bringing it as well.
The-
and
the
maybe
texture
put it
on
in
the
a
stripped
greenhouse
logs
and
looks
things
really
hang
cool.
From the roof, or like a wild garden, something like that will be really fun to build with it, I think.
Yeah, and it's also really unique carpet moss because it also spreads all over the sides of the blocks. So, and that's also looks
Oh,
really great.
weird. Okay.
We look for a lot of inspiration, so we've looked
It
at
is
all
a
these
different
kind
type of
different
moss.
forests all over the world. A tree that stood out was like
Interesting.
the willow tree, like 'cause
Yeah.
it's very hanging. There's a lot of like drapery, and it feels very eerie.
Willows can be
Then
really
we looked
cool.
at like Spanish moss. This was
Mhm.
like the inspiration
Yep,
for
I
the
can see that.
pale hanging moss that we've used in the biome
Well done.
eventually, because this gives this like drapey feeling without being willow trees, and it was a little bit more versatile and flexible to use in the biome, and could also be used as like building blocks.
Right. I like these trees. Okay. The texture is.
We
The
are
texture of the
super
bark looks
excited to
cool.
see
The
what
texture
you
of
do with
the
these new features and
stripped
the new
logs
game
looks
drop.
cool.
We want to create connections between features because the Minecraft world is an ecosystem and we really want it to feel like that. And
Right.
the creaking heart and its puppet creaking, it really has a new way of creating this kind of
I
connection.
wonder
So it's going to be really fun
if-
to see you all experience
if the
it.
creaking
And,
drop
it's
string.
coming to Snapshots, previews and betas very soon. So soon you can all try
Nice.
it out.
If the creaking drop string.
Villager
Is that a
number 9
new
here.
string
Sorry
farm?
for interrupting again, but villager number 15 and I have just escaped from the spooky forest. And I'd just like to state, like I said earlier, that I was right. There is in fact a monster in the woods that looks like wood and sounds
That nitwit's
like
gonna
wood.
slap
What?
him upside
That's a
the
lie.
head.
You didn't believe that at all. Many didn't believe me. But in my heroic foray into the spooky forest, I, villager number 9, single-handedly discovered the creature that I shall now name the Crunching. It's called a creaking. It literally just said its name. Maybe I should go into monster hunting. I'm clearly
Okay.
very good at it. Villager number 9, Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Got a nice ring to it.
It's a
Sorry to
portable
interrupt the show
spawner.
again. Now back to Minecraft.
I wonder if the creaking attack other mobs.
Stick around with us for the first ever playthrough of the Pale Garden in our after show, starting in just a few moments.
Okay.
Our developers will take us on a deeper dive.
We're gonna
through
hang
these
out for
game
this.
drops as we bravely explore
But-
this new biome together. These new game drops can be played in betas and snapshots soon, and will release to everyone in the next few months. We hope you're
Okay.
as excited as us about everything happening in the world of Minecraft. Minecraft wouldn't be what
This
it
is-
is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, a huge thank you.
Okay, so turn this down a little bit, but now it's got me wondering: with the creaking, does it attack other mobs? Does it? What does it? Does it drop anything? What does it drop? And it looks like you now have a portable
We're
spawner.
excited you're joining us for the after show where we're going to
So,
deep dive into the next
huh.
game drop with a bunch of people from the team, like this guy right here.
Yeah, I'm Marco. I'm a gameplay engineer working on the Bedrock side of
course,
things, and yeah.
Of course, I wonder too. Maybe the string came from the
And my name is
moss,
Anna,
which would
and
be
I'm
awesome.
The producer worked on this game drop.
And I'm Jens, Chief Creative Officer here at Mojang.
Yes, and you did not work on this game drop.
I did not.
We're going to drop you into the game and then just see how you do.
Use them for the sound ambience. Absolutely.
So what we're going to do is
Name
we're
tag
gonna
them and
jump
just keep
into
them
the game.
trapped
We have
somewhere
a
so they
bunch
just
of different
creak
things we're gonna
around.
play through, and the first thing we're going to start
For, you know,
with is
a creaky old
don't worry,
house.
it's a pale garden in the daytime. So Jens and Anna will be the first to start playing. Let's go. Okay. So far, not so pale.
Getting there.
Oh,
and, yeah,
okay.
here we are. Yeah, so you can see why it's called Pale Garden.
Yeah, look how foggy it
Um,
gets.
Yeah, we wanted to go for a look which is.
If you play
eerie,
with shaders,
more
that's
than,
just going to
spooky.
disappear completely.
We didn't want this place to be terrifying, but
Yeah.
we wanted player to feel like there was something
Okay.
wrong, especially when you contrast this with
So-
other biomes like the dark forest, right? The dark forest is really similar, but like. Yeah, it feels like something is wrong here. It makes
Right,
it,
yeah. And
it
they're
become pale,
2x2
there is all this
trees.
new vegetation,
Very much
so
like
you-
the
you
dark
get the
oak.
contrast.
Yeah, I love how it's just all of a sudden you go from this like bright contrasty world to like
Yeah,
desaturated
like these
as
frogs
soon as you
for the
walk in.
sounds.
Even the
Yeah.
sky is like
Yes.
gray.
Yeah, so I was
There's no
noticing that
music,
too.
There's some eerie sounds playing. So yeah, it's really.
I think this is the first biome
Anna,
in the
are you
overworld
foam-wheeling it?
that changes the sky color.
I am.
Yeah, that's the pale moss. It's a new family of moss that we are adding. So we have the hanging one, but also the block, the carpet.
Yeah, it is.
and
Okay,
we-
it is a
for these
different
blocks
type of
we were
moss.
Inspired from the Spanish moss and the white moss, and we kind of blended them into, a unique block.
I
yeah.
feel like builders will really like design their world in super cool ways.
Yeah, especially with the moss carpet is really fun
Right.
because when you place it, it kind of gets a random configuration and creeps up to neighboring blocks. Up to
Interesting.
2 blocks
That
away.
is actually really cool.
It's really cool. And
I
the
like
new
that
wood set,
connection.
we're gonna see a whole village built in it, but it's really nice to have that like white, gray color scheme.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
let's
the way
look
that the
at
moss goes
creaking
up the
before we have
side.
to take one on because
That's
we're
really
in creative
cool.
mode, so probably a good time to see it up close. It really okay. You can immediately tell how it will blend in with the tree.
Yeah.
biome.
Yeah, you're not
Right
wrong,
now, I'm
Snoopers.
like,
Calling it an ant earlier.
Where
That
is it?
that really is what it looks like.
But yeah, like from if you're not
The-
seeing the eyes and the eyes only turn on some occasions, it's really hard to tell where it is. And imagine like this at night, you're in this forest by yourself,
And then
yeah,
all you
hear
see
some
are those
noises, and then
eyes.
you start to see a silhouette in the distance.
Oh, yeah, that would
It's,
definitely be creepy.
Yeah, it's really something. It behaves a bit differently in creative
Interesting.
mode. In mod, you can actually kill it. Instead, in survival, is yeah.
Okay.
Can you spawn another one?
Go on.
Jens, was that you?
I think we both did.
He's like, "Come
You don't have to ask us twice.
We're in. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really cool how not only is it tree-like, but it also has these like
the legs feel like they're roots in the ground.
Yeah, that is
like,
really
it's actually
cool.
rooted. If you try to push it, you can't because it's rooted in the ground.
Oh, interesting.
Just so we're all
making sure. So yeah,
Interesting.
We sell this fantasy of this thing.
I
which
wonder
is,
if you could get into
when
a
it's
boat
connected to
or a
it, the
minecart.
clicking art is invulnerable, and it's really part of the block. Is connected to it through roots. So you can't move it. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to look at it here, and
That would-
when you see the trees behind it, it just blends.
I would
in so
totally be
much,
playing with
even
that,
with
but-
its, like even with
Huh.
the moss.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay.
interesting.
Jens, are you feeling ready? Because now you're gonna take one on outside of this nice, safe Pale Garden.
Absolutely.
Set game mode
I'll give it a
nice.
try.
All right.
Okay.
I'm usually very cautious and take things very carefully, so I think this is going to be a little bit more tricky than I'm used to.
I'm not cautious at all.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
let's see what this
risk
does.
Everything all the time.
Me as well. Just run straight into it and then wonder how I die.
I'm the same way. I lose my gear all the time when I'm in survival.
I rage quit a lot and then I can't play for a while because I mean it usually has to do with lava.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm with her. Lava sucks.
From the beginning, I've been a lava magnet, and I just I don't know. It just
All right.
always happens. Then I can't go back for
So-
anything.
Who doesn't love a hot bath, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll try to think of it next time I die. Okay, so Jens, you're gonna go in now. You're gonna take on the creaking. The three of us are just gonna get to sit here.
Okay,
and
well, good luck,
watch
Jens.
and comment on your play.
Yes.
It won't only be the creaking though.
No, it will be all the usual scary things you find in dark forests.
It's a
Yeah.
cow.
Okay, it's a cow. Yeah, fair. Cows are scary.
Typical.
Small
I like that
victories.
it kind of came after you in like a very
Fighting back.
aggressive way. It feels like it.
Killer cow,
It
killer
felt
cow.
different in the Pale Garden.
Yeah,
it
it's
did
the
feel
Pale Garden. Yeah.
So let's see what will I find here.
Okay, let's see, Jens, if you can find a creaking.
So
Really
far, it's very
I-
calm.
Yeah.
It is
I
very
do like the
calm.
trees, though. I wonder what the leaves are. 'Cause the leaves look.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, creeper.
Okay, here they are. Here they are.
Gotta watch out for the creepers.
Oh, now there's two of them.
Double.
Jens, you have
Okay.
two creaking.
Okay,
Now.
now let's see. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, and this one.
The
Yeah, so
particles
it's
are
over here.
showing.
Where the
Okay,
clicking
yeah,
art is,
that's-
right? So it's invulnerable. It's trying to
They're
punch
kind of
it,
like
but
the
nothing is happening, but
boo
you're dead.
ghosts
Yeah,
from
I fell
Mario.
down.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And
okay.
now it's not looking at the creaking, so they're gonna sneak
there
up
it
on
is.
him.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Anna, you were telling me that that's pretty challenging, like the mob and the block being linked.
Yeah, we haven't done anything
okay.
like this before, where you can't actually hurt the mob, but
The
you need
fact
to
that they're
find a bot
invulnerable-
that it's interacting with. So it was both a fun design challenge and.
I wonder
a
how that
nice
would
fun
interact
for
with the
engineers.
some of those new potions.
Jens's commentary. Whoops.
Yeah, so trying to. Ow.
There are. How do you have so many? Okay.
Okay, found the
Now I
heart.
fell down in the same hole again.
Okay.
That's
I'm
so-
trying to figure out where it is.
Okay. Yeah, because I wonder, like, with like the
Yeah,
weaving potion or
You found one.
Okay, so
Okay.
destroyed one.
Okay, so you destroyed one, then it's just kind of poofing
Yes. Yeah.
away.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
we
falls apart.
all
Okay,
right.
the next one, Jens, can you use Silk Touch and actually take the creaking heart with
yeah,
you?
I'll try that.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's only one spawning
So
per
you're walking backwards.
creaking heart.
It's not safest. Let's see.
Yeah,
Where
it's-
is it?
I mean, trying to
There-
keep
There- okay, here it is.
eyes on it.
So now
That's
I
a
have an
cool
axe with
looking
silk
texture,
touch.
too.
So
Okay.
now I get it, and that destroys
The problem is, I don't
creaking,
think
and
that's one you could
uh,
build with because then you end up with creaking
Here you
everywhere.
have it, the creaking heart.
That's amazing.
Nice.
So, but it was a quite calm night. Anyway,
Yeah,
we got one creeper. Oh, there we have a
Okay,
zombie.
it did feel more calm.
But still,
The creaking ignored the zombie. That's interesting. Of course, he's not looking at it.
Still, I kind of forgot that the zombie would attack me. I was like, hey, I'm looking.
Yeah,
at
the
you.
creaking seemed to ignore the other
Like,
mobs.
this is super easy, then all of a sudden everything is spawning at you.
Which is interesting.
Okay. So now I'm walking backwards.
The
I'm
creaking
pretty
are like,
impressed, Jens. I think you did a good job. You not only killed a creaking heart, but then you actually like took one with you.
Yeah, thankfully I have. Oops, a creeper.
Yep. Creepers. Gotta watch out for those too.
Yes. I have iron armor, so I'm not completely unprotected. But
Okay.
There's another
There's
one.
another one.
Okay, so where are you?
Okay.
It's right there.
Ah, it's that
He
one.
caught up with you because you lost track of him.
Because not only are
Yeah,
they
I
linked, but
said I'm
they
wondering how
also
many
have,
creaking.
like, a perimeter that they have to stay in.
They have a territory of 32 blocks, so if they get to the edge of it, they will just
Oh,
they won't be
interesting.
able to step further away because they're connected to the block. It's not like they can go.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
No, it was a bit hard to see.
That they
Oh,
can.
it's really staying close by.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, they don't seem to be dropping anything.
Yeah, three creakings.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So they don't attack other
Okay,
hostile
now
mobs.
We're gonna let you rest for a second.
They have a range,
After that tough
which is
experience with
interesting.
the creaking. How
So you
often
can't
is the
like
team
kite 1,000
playtesting
creaking
as
with
you're
you.
building out the features.
It's I mean it's a continuous process.
And
right?
so they didn't
Because
seem to
the
have any
moment you build
drops.
Something, then you have
Interesting.
to play it right after, right, to check if everything is alright.
So-
but beside that, then we have more extensive.
What I didn't miss. They said that
playtesting
there was a
is
range.
scheduled on certain phases of the development.
So the creaking only have a certain range that they can go from their
Like
blocks.
just loading it on someone's computer and going over there and
Right,
testing.
so they've got the heart,
Well, I
the
mean,
creaking will
that's the dream,
spawn,
right? You just
and
get
it
to play
once it
Minecraft
hits
every
so
day.
many blocks further away from
Jens, have
the heart,
You've played this before.
they'll
so
stop.
You've seen it. This wasn't your
Yes.
first creaking.
so yeah, so they won't
No,
follow
it
you
wasn't,
forever.
no.
They'll just kind
I
of.
asked, can I have a build and yeah. And
Yeah.
apply that. So I've been able to playtest, and I'm really impressed.
Interesting.
I really like it.
So yeah, so you won't be able to
amazing
kite
what
like
the team
1,000
has made. I think that
creaking
it's
after you
always
and,
fun to
and
see, like,
drop
the
them on
ideas come to
somebody.
life, and especially with the creaking and the creaking heart, how many different teams had to work on it with art and sound and design and gameplay.
Why are they playing with a
really
plush
came
spider?
together so nicely.
You know, these
And
are
you
the
can't
important
wait to
questions.
players do
Snoopers
with this
really
one as
are.
well, because that's the most inspiring, of course, because our players are so much more creative than we can ever be.
Yeah, we had some friends actually
Interesting.
create some builds that we can jump into the game. So now it's going to be Jens and I playing. Woo! I'm going back to like old school days here, playing and talking at the same time.
Ooh.
So we're in a really cool
That looks
village.
really
They're-
cool.
The idea was that they
Ooh, the
used
trap
new
doors
wood
are
set in all
solid.
different ways.
So are the doors.
And
Interesting.
I'm so impressed with how different everything looks.
Ooh, that's.
Yeah, there are like so many different things you can do. Like the first thing that comes to mind for me is especially seeing that gazebo is like Helvish. You know, like yeah, it's there's white wood and it's really
That-
fantasy with the lanterns.
Interesting.
And everything, but there's also like more modern things you can do, right?
Yeah, and yeah,
I love
those
the modern, like the,
those logs
you're
do
exactly
look
right.
really
It's very
cool.
fantasy, but then also very modern. Anna, you told me you
this
thought
this
it
really
had
lets
this,
you
like,
build into
millennial
that
gray.
more pastel style,
It is.
right? With the like with the cherry wood and
I
stuff.
really love that for my future builds. I'm gonna
That's
use it
really
a
cool.
lot. But something else I really like besides the color palette is also like the beautiful details. Like if we look at
Yeah.
one of the doors.
Yeah, please look at the
I
doors.
love the metal details.
That is really
It
cool.
really looks. This one looks really
It's sort
different.
of.
and
It almost
has
looks like the
almost a
spruce door in
medieval
some
look.
way.
Yeah.
But I guess it also depends on which build you use it on, which is makes
But-
it extra cool.
What are
Oh, we
those
have
other
some, like,
cherry
gloss
blocks up
for
there?
Yes, yeah. As you can see, yeah, it's really versatile and adds a bit of, I don't know, extra dimension, I guess, to the builds because yeah, it overlaps and creates interesting effects. And
Yeah.
it's super easy to use. You just place it, it gets random configuration, so you get a bit of variety.
And I
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
love
Interesting,
this
interesting.
little sapling. I just want to have not even a
Nice.
house.
I
just
wonder if this is
gorgeous
the sapling has to be a
that I
4x4.
look at and think are so cute.
Yeah, the shape is really something. It's like twisted. And,
But yeah, that
the
sapling does
branches
look kind of
come
cool.
down.
That would be kind of fun in a
You're
pot,
gonna show us
right?
a way. This was your idea, Marco, of how you might.
I want them to go back and
use
look at
the
that pink house
creakings
again.
to protect yourself and
yeah.
your village.
Yeah, you know, because the creaking is kind of protecting its own forest, right?
Yeah.
So the same way the players could use it to protect their own base by creating devices that activate and fend off enemies.
Okay, this is
So
interesting.
this is a piston that's going to. I mean, because basically you can only have the creaking heart work when it's in between two pale wood blocks?
Yeah, exactly, and they need to
Oh,
be aligned the same,
Okay.
the same direction as the creaking guard.
It may have
because
been the end of a
it's
cherry
log
log,
block with
yeah.
something inside, so it needs to be aligned. And
Okay,
once it's,
so
it's
what's
in
it
the right
doing?
configuration, it will activate.
Okay, are you gonna activate it, Jens?
It needs to be nighttime as well.
Oh yes. Okay, well now it's night.
All
Ta-da.
right, we have night. Yes.
Right,
So
game
I
mode,
pull
go.
This lever
Okay.
and see.
Okay, let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I
we have
hear
it.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There it
Okay.
is.
And there's a creaking.
So this little contraption made it.
So
made it
What
you-
happens when you pull that log
I
away?
had other plans than like using it for protection. I was thinking of more like more scheming.
Okay, fair.
I love that idea too.
Okay, you're more of a pranker like me, Anna. Okay, good. I was like, oh yeah, protect the village.
And protect the village against other players, maybe,
scare
but
everyone.
it won't attack
I
other hostile
love
mobs.
How it activates too, and the color changes.
Yes.
Yeah. Since it requires a configuration to work, we wanted to give players some feedback. You're doing the right thing. Now it lights up, and then once it's night, it will actually spawn the creaking. Fun thing also is that if you now you deactivate the piston, the block will the creaking guard will still stay on because there's a creaking spawned.
Okay.
Yeah. You see now it stays because otherwise it would be too easy, right? To just remove the log, which takes I don't know, nothing seconds
see.
if you have an axe, and then the creaking disappears.
So the
Instead, we want
creaking's gonna hang around
to
until
actually engage
you-
with the block and destroy it.
Okay, so
Right,
once
till you
it's
take out the
activated, you
heart.
have to
Yes.
destroy it.
Yeah.
Destroy the block. You can't just destroy
Exactly.
everything
Yeah.
around it. That's
Or you wait for day, right? And then it will just deactivate and the creaking will disappear.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work during. I wonder if
No,
it's
I just wanted to say,
actually tied to
the
daytime
new wood
or
set
sunlight.
Is really nice,
Right.
But also, it gives a little bit of the saturated effect. And
Oh, I
when
see
you're in the
what's
pale
happening on that
garden,
log. It's a
like,
trap door
everything's
over a cherry
desaturated
log.
And the sky is
Okay.
desaturated. So you can also, instead of bringing the block wood type out, you can bring other wood types in and actually build something in a completely different environment.
Oh,
It makes it feel
interesting.
Very, very unique.
That it's
I
it's
really
going to
like it.
wash out all of the
That's
logs
a really good
in
idea
the
for all of our builders,
the
which is
pale
definitely not
forest.
me.
Huh.
Okay,
Okay.
now we're gonna go to our very last challenge. I am definitely not doing it though. Marco,
Okay.
you said you
Let's
wanted
go.
to take Jens
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
So we've built a full arena for the two of you, player versus player.
Okay.
What you're gonna do is inside the arena, there's a grass side and a sand side. Marco, which one are you? You're grass.
Yeah.
Jens, you're sand. In the arena, there are a bunch of creaking hearts and with creaking spawning all over. You need to use Silk Touch, take the creaking heart, and then each time deliver it into your side's goal area. You need to get 7 of them in order to win.
Okay, that's
One thing that you'll notice is
Interesting.
each
All right.
time you put it into the goal, it will spawn more creaking because you are actually activating the heart again. So, any final words?
See,
Who's gonna win?
I wish I could.
The best one, I guess.
Best one.
The one that delivers 7 creaking hearts.
Yeah,
That's
he
what-
listens.
Okay, yes, the one that does deliver 7 creaking hearts. Okay, I am going
Collecting my stuff.
on the count, and then I'm gonna say go. On go, you're gonna run in. 3, 2,
Huh.
1, go.
Okay.
Best of luck to both of you.
Okay, first, there's already a lot of
Right.
creaking. So then you're following the particles.
Right,
And
so you
trying
get the heart.
to
What
get
I'm
the creaking
Yes. Yeah, this one was
heart.
easy
Okay,
to spot.
when you get one, kind of tell Anna and I, since we're watching both
Okay,
of your
okay, yeah, I
screens.
got
When
it.
you put it in the goal,
Yes.
Jens, what's happening over there?
I'm getting hit.
So-
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, first one
Okay,
in.
Marco had the first one in.
But there's another
Okay,
one.
right.
Yes.
Jens, you
Oh.
got one?
Wait, that's cheating. I'm gonna put it correctly.
Yes, thank you, Jens.
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
It's
Jens.
directional. Okay,
1-1.
that's
And it respawn,
that's
so-
interesting.
Anna, who do you think is going to take this?
I wonder if you could
Well,
do
it's very
directional,
even
but
right now,
you know,
isn't it? But Marco
horizontal,
looks like
right?
He's in a bit of a pickle.
Oops,
Marco's
okay, I'm
in
trying to-
between
my
two
keyboard
creaking.
keys-
Yeah, actually, that's probably the way to do it,
Okay, the
Snoopers.
second
Just
one
do them
now,
one at a
Jens
time.
has it. So Jens is now in the lead. Marco, come on.
Because you're just spawning a bunch of bad guys in the middle.
Another gun.
Wait.
Maybe they went
Oh,
again.
did you get one?
Yes. Oh, here they are. Okay.
Okay, on Marco's side, there are currently
Elijah.
3 creaking looking at him. Run, Marco.
Oh, Jens has
Okay.
a third one.
Okay, Jens has 3.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's
see,
like just hearing all of the
I
sounds
almost
of, like,
want-
the snapping and
Yeah. That we have one.
Oh.
especially after knowing from Sandra, it was like
It's interesting how little damage they're taking from the
pretzel
creaking.
sticks.
Oh.
She can really do magic with weird things.
Yes.
Okay, 4.
Oh, Jens has 4.
Okay.
Marco, are you still at 2? Are you about to die?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like they're doing basically a heart of damage, so very much zombie level.
But I guess don't eat next to it. There you have 64 chicken. Take a break. Okay.
No, but they can come from behind.
Ow.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Jens,
no,
are you
go away.
Yes. I'm just.
Okay. Marco
got it.
has some health coming
Okay,
back.
so
I
this is-
don't know which trees I've already done.
Yeah, because basically by putting them all in first,
Now let's see.
Jens, are you at 5 now?
Yes.
Oh, Jens is at 5.
yeah, it's you're just causing yourself problems later.
Yes, that's
You're creating
true.
problems for future you.
Never mind. Ouch.
Take it back,
Should
take
be
it
able
back,
to
and then eat
outrun
again.
them.
Eat again so you don't die.
Where did it go?
Basically,
But yeah, those could be, those actually could be really cool in a mini game and stuff too.
Oh, wow, look at Jens.
when you turn around, there were like 6.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but now.
Right? Could you imagine,
Yeah, okay, but it's
like
fun.
decked out,
If I only
where you've got
remembered
these
which
narrow
that I have.
hallway areas, and you've got
this is where-
one of those creaking,
It's like a horde of them following you.
but only at
What is
night,
a group of
right?
creaking
Oh,
called?
where did it go?
Stop.
You're gonna have to
Crunch,
I was stuck.
Crunch of creaking.
Okay.
Oh, this is a problem. I have
a problem.
I want to be hit,
but I have a problem.
What's your problem yet?
I'm locked in, and I can't move them.
Oh, right.
Okay, I got it.
That's an interesting issue, because if you can't push them out of the way.
7.
Huh. Interesting, interesting.
Well done. Yes, well done, Marco. I mean,
Okay.
you know, it's hard to take on Jens. I didn't even do it. But I mean,
I tried.
you do it. Thank you three so much
Interesting.
for
Okay.
playing. We're so excited for all of you to get to play this new game drop, having so much fun. You can play it in beta, preview, and snapshot very soon.
Okay, but
Check
they don't have a
Minecraft.net
dates
and
for
all of
when
our
the
Minecraft socials for
when those are going
more
to drop,
fun things
but
coming soon.
soon.
But thank you so much for hanging
It
out with
wouldn't
us at
surprise
Minecraft
me.
Live and at the after show. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye, Mojang. All right. We're going to close that out of the way. But it would not surprise me if something happened. Wouldn't surprise me if they had a drop next week, right? If it showed up in snapshots on Wednesday. Because that would make some sense, right? I think they did that with the last Minecraft Live. They had the Minecraft Live, and the next week was a drop or the snapshot that had whatever they're doing. It would surprise a WOOD. Yes, totally. No, I could totally see it dropping on Wednesday, right? When they typically do their drops. This Wednesday or maybe next, we might see the first snapshot with this stuff in it. So, interesting. All sorts of interesting. So, cool. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be the first biome in the end, because that wood would look really good with Endstone. I think it would line up really well with Endstone and that type of thing. So, yeah. All right. Well, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, seeing what it drops, because I like this. I like the material. The creaking is a it's an interesting mob. I mean, it's invincible, which could be. Oh, I see it. I totally see it. You know what you would use the invincible for? Wither bait. Because the creaking is indestructible. You have a wither that's just looking at the creaking. It can't kill it. It's just going to keep targeting that. That could be all sorts of fun. All right, well, cool. Well, let me know what you think. If you're watching this later, drop a thing in the comments or hop in the Discord. I'd love to hear what you think about everything that was announced at Minecraft Live. And if you'd like to see me do more of these types of things, let me know. Sprite saying, I'd like to know if the hearts will only be in the biome or if they spawn when growing the saplings. That's an interesting question. That is interesting. My random guess, I guess they could do it in either ways, right? They could do them naturally spawning. And yes, the live is over. That ended. But you could see it like whatever the deal was. The Shriekers, right? Where they only generate in that biome. I'm sure you could generate them outside, but they won't show up, right? You could do something like that. But I could totally see the idea of spawning a tree and having a heart generate in the tree. I would hope that they would do that. Honestly, I really hope that they would. But I could see them not. Yeah, like beehives. And honestly, now that would be an interesting option, right? So beehives, they'll generate anywhere, right? But if you're in certain biomes, the hives will generate more frequently, right? I think like the cherry biome or the grove biome, something like that. Certain flower fields, something like that, they'll spawn more frequently. What if you grow a tree in the pale garden biome, sure, every, 5th, 10th tree or something like that will generate with a creaking heart. But if you generate it, right, if you grow them in like a plains biome, maybe it's 1 in every 20 or 1 every 30, right? Yes, it can happen, but they're very rare. That would be interesting too. So, yeah, okay. That's an interesting question, though, Sprite. It'd be worth. They'll include that in the release announcements when they start dropping the snapshots, I'm sure. But that's an interesting question. But okay. The other thing that's interesting too is looking at the size of the drop, right? So, yeah, what other uses the hearts might have? Yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about too. It seems like other than they open up at night, right? If you've got the two pale oak logs on either side, it'll open up at night and spawn your creaking and all that stuff. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. But it's interesting to look at the size of the drop too, right? The first drop, it's basically just bundles. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? Welcome in. We're just talking about Minecraft Live that just happened. Live's over, so now we're just chatting about stuff. But the first biome for Java is basically just the bundle. For hardcore, for Bedrock, it includes hardcore mode. Very small, very chill. Okay. This drop, it introduces an entirely new biome, right? With the new wood type, and it's I forgot what they called it. The wood, it's pale oak. It's a pale oak tree, I think they call it. Contrasting with the dark oak trees, right? Which is why I think you're going to need 4 saplings to make them grow, right? That type of thing. But they added a new oak tree with all of its blocks, there's the new pale moss, right? So those pale moss blocks and the moss carpet, right? And that type of thing. You also get the hanging moss, which, so I'm kind of curious if that hanging moss gets string or something like that. Like the two sides of the new biome, like during the day it's serene, the night it's eerie. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Also, I like how when you walk into it, the environment changes, right? It's like when you're walking through the Nether and everything is red and horrible, right? And then you walk into the Basalt Delta and everything turns gray and you get all the ash flecks. We're getting the same thing. You walk into this pale garden and you get all of the, the sky turns gray. Everything saturates. So if you're building there, like I want to build in a pale forest or this pale garden biome, right? Everything becomes muted, right? That could be fun for a particular type of build, right? And then, yeah, everything's good. And then at night, the eyes open, right? It desaturates. Exactly. Which again, if you're using a shader, everything's just going to disappear. But, right, could you imagine like building yourself a haunted house? I also wonder what they mean by protect. Yeah, see, from what they showed, okay, and now admittedly, this is early. They still have some development to do on it. From what they were showing, the creaking do not attack hostile mobs, right? They showed Jens running from a zombie past a creaking, and the thing didn't care. It didn't attack the zombie or anything like that. So it really feels like what they're talking about protect is they're protecting like from players, like a PvP type of protection. I would love it. It's like I Pearl Stalker place this creaking heart, and now when they spawn, they will protect from anything that attacks me, or maybe they would attack hostile mobs. I don't know. But yeah, Sprite, the new wood looked really cool. They had one of the houses there in their stream. You know, like they're walking through the village. And by pairing it with cherry wood and what else do they have on that one? Bamboo, maybe? But it really allows you to build something a little more pastel. So I could see builders like Gemini Tay loving this, right? Also the movie When You Look Away. Oh, yes. Yeah. Very much the Mario Boo mechanics, right? When you look at the Boo, it stops. When you look away, it comes and gets you. It's the opposite of your Enderman, right? Yeah, it would be. Oh, right, and they had it with the warped wood too. That's right, Sprite. So if you want to go with a light color palette, this new wood is going to be great. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, like, if you could get these, if the creaking could be warped to your will, right? Yeah, the weeping angels, exactly. That exact feel. But if you were the one, if a player placed a creaking heart, would that mean that the creaking would then attack hostile mobs or attack everyone except the player? Right? And I didn't quite get that. Couldn't tell from their gameplay how it was going to behave. But it would be kind of interesting. Now, all right. So now here's the thing. The other question is, do the creaking attack iron golems? Okay. And if they do, remember, creakings are invulnerable. They can't die. If you wanted a really slow iron farm, right, you could just drop the creaking or drop an iron golem right down into a bunch of creaking and let them take 8 weeks or whatever to beat the iron golem to death. I mean, it only works at night. So on a lot of SMPs, it's will never work at all, right? If you've got someone like B-Dubs on your SMP who just sleeps all the time, or me, I'm that person. It could be. All right, yeah. The iron farm only works at night, but I also wonder how they would work in the Nether or the End, right? Because like the Ends and the Nether don't really have a day-night cycle. Sure, villagers will still detect night and sleep during the night, but would that creaking heart open in the Nether or the End? And does it only open for that nighttime period? Or would it disappear elsewhere? It's an interesting thing to think about, right? The different options that they might have. So, but if they're going to attack the player no matter what, then things get a little hairy. It's like the biome was kind of the main mob. Oh, right, yeah. It's really interesting tying the creaking to the heart, right? Again, as they mentioned it in the live, this is a brand new thing, right? They've never tied a mob to a block before. It's always been, the mobs just spawn here, then they come and kill you, right? The fact that they have a range is interesting, right? Because they said the creaking has, and I missed the range. I don't know if they said like 30 hearts, something, or 30 blocks away from the heart, but they have a range. So, yeah, you could do some interesting things like that, especially if you're on an SMP and want to do like a mini game of sorts. That could be interesting. And because you can't push them, right? If the creaking is walking towards you, look at it and it stops, you can't push them. They are rooted in place. So that could lead to some interesting puzzles and other weird things. But yeah, I'm totally thinking, well, and that's the other thing. They didn't show it in Minecraft Live, but they did mention that when daylight comes, the creaking goes away. And I think it's like an instant thing. I don't think it's like a zombie where it has to step out in the sun and then it burns. I think it's like, oh, the sun is up and now the creaking just dissolves into dust, right? To reappear once the sun comes up again. Which is, that could be a very interesting, that could be an interesting daylight detector in some ways, right? So it's notoriously hard to accurately get a daylight detector, right? I wonder how far you need to be to hear the ambience, like move over a cave sound and, oh yeah. That could be fun. I think Snoopers was talking about that too. But I can see, like, if you were to build a haunted house and having creaking kind of trapped in the house, right? Which, unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to do, because I think when the sun comes up, they'll dissolve. I wonder if name tagging them would help. Don't know. But I had a thought. I don't know where it went. It was there somewhere, but oof, gone. But anyway, daylight detector. Right. So the problem's like daylight sensors, they have issues because the signal changes with the light levels. They only work if they can see the sky. Right. Signal strength changes. But if you've got a spawning range around the heart, the thing will spawn like on a pressure plate or near a pressure plate or something that would then trigger, oh yes, here's the things. I don't know. Of course, I think pressure plates are not spawnable, so that could be an issue. But if they were to spawn on a redstone block, then you could detect, because the redstone block lights up, right? You get a signal from it when something walks over it. So, you could do it that way. Huh. That could be potentially useful. I don't know how, but it could be potentially useful. So, okay. Any other thoughts on this? I think it's interesting, and I think it was specific for this biome, but the fact that they could have biome specific weather or views could mean that when rolling out other new biomes, you could change the atmosphere there too. And they could even potentially backport it to like swamps or things. Wonder if the creaking is 1.22. Wonder what else will be in 1.22. Yeah, it's weird because they've changed how they're doing releases, right? Because they've switched to doing quote unquote drops, right? So we had the Armored Paws drop, which was armadillos and the wolf armor, right? The next drop, the one that's coming soonest, is the bundles of bravery or something like that brings bundles and hardcore mode to Bedrock. So if you're in Java, the only thing in the drop is the bundle. This one's coming later, which I don't know if they mean all the way in like June, but it'll be a few months. And yeah, they haven't given it a name yet. And I suspect we're going to see some updates. There'll be a lot of discussion on the help forum and in they have a feedback Discord. It'll be interesting to see a lot of that discussion. But yeah, so whether or not they call it 1.22 or not, I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see. Because the versioning changes could be, it could be 1.21.6. I don't know. They're not using any form of semantic versioning really, so it's hard to say. I am excited to see what they do to actually get my hands on the new bundles. I haven't played the snapshots yet that have the new updated bundles, but I like the way they've made some of the changes. Like if it's only the biome and that stuff. Yeah, if it's only that, right? So if the next drop is, so the first drop's the bundle. The next drop is this Pale Garden, right? I could see him calling it the Creaky Forest update or something like that. They do tend to do this alliteration thing, so it could be I don't know. What's another C word? What's another I don't know. I don't know, the Creaks and Creeps update. Who knows, right? Well, of course, Armored Paws just had the A. Oh, no. I've just seen a pattern. And I don't know that I like it, but follow me here. The first drop was the Armored Paws update, right? It's the armadillo, right, and the dogs. Next drop was the Bundles of Bravery update. The next one features the creaking. A, B, C. Please tell me the next one is not going to start with a D. Are they going to go alphabetical through their drops? Creaks and Cracks is a good name. Would that if the next drop after this one starts with D, we know. We'll absolutely know. But yes, they've actually just dropped. If they named something with a creak, the demonetized update. Yeah, congratulations. You're not allowed to stream Minecraft anymore. But oh man. Oh, interesting stuff. Oh, that's just crazy. ABC drops. But I could see it. I could see the next drop be D and be something. I don't know what, but something. All right. Well, fun. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I've now been streaming for like 5 hours and I'm hungry and I'm ready to go grab some lunch. So, yes, this separate stream from the gameplay earlier, but let me know what you think. Again, in the comments, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the deal. The unknown E. I could see E actually being an end update. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. One could only hope, right? All right. But again, that will do it. So until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.